Mark Patulski bringing me gifts. What is this? Someone has lost a bracelet. So if you've lost a beautiful bracelet, I'll set it right up here. Fair enough. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mark Brown. I'm the Director of Athletics here at Pace. On behalf of Pace University Athletics, it's my privilege to welcome you to our Hall of Fame Awards Brunch presented by Northwell Health. It's wonderful to see so many alumni, family, friends, coaches, student athletes, supporters gathered here to celebrate such a special occasion. First, I want to extend a sincere thank you to our presenting sponsor, Northwell Health Systems, who recently has become a very big partner of our institutions, and we thank them a lot. I also want to recognize our coaches and the many staff members who volunteered and worked tirelessly behind the scenes to make today possible. Can I ask all of our coaches and staff to please stand and be recognized, please? I also want to recognize the gentleman in the back, Drew Brown, who is a special call out because he works very, very hard on this event for 12 months and could not happen without him. And I just want to say thank you very much, Drew. As we welcome the newest members of the Hall of Fame and this year's Finnerty Leadership Award recipients, we also take time to honor the past. I'd like to recognize our returning Hall of Fame inductees and Finnerty Award honorees who are with us today. First, head softball coach Claudia Stabile. Head women's basketball coach Carrie Seymour. Marta Anderson, women's soccer, class of 2006. Carrie Kaler, women's soccer, class of 2005. And Dr. Marcus Mayes, class of 2000, is here. Head baseball coach Hank Manning, baseball class of 91. I had heard that maybe Libby Falcone King might be here. Oh, there she is. How did I miss you? It's good to see you. Also, football, George Pinkham, class of 85. Liz Hernandez, women's basketball, class of 1983. And multiple sport participant, Jean Westmoreland, class of 1965. Jean also has the distinction of being a Finnerty Award winner recipient a few years ago. We thank you for all that you do for our institution. Thank you. It's good to see you. I also want to extend a special welcome to Marie O'Donnell, who's here in attendance today. Marie's late husband, Joe, is also a Hall of Famer. And he's a Hall of Famer after 14 very, very impactful years as our Director of Athletics here at Pace. Marie, thank you so much for coming up. Good to see you. This past year has been another remarkable one for Pace Athletics. Our student athletes have excelled not only in the competition, but also in the classroom. They've earned an impressive 3.42 departmental GPA and had several teams advance to the NCAA tournaments, including men's basketball, men's lacrosse, women's lacrosse, among a few others. Baseball, additionally, captured the Northeast 10 championship for the second time in 3 years, and as champions, represented our institution and the NE10 in the NCAA baseball tournament. Softball made history by winning 48 games while losing only 13. They posted an amazing 31 wins and 2 losses at home, going undefeated in the NE10 regular season and winning the NE10 tournament. In addition, they powered through the NCAA regionals, advancing all the way to the National Final Four for the first time in the history of our softball program. Today, we honor excellence. Our Hall of Fame is not only a tribute to individual achievement, but also a reflection of the values that define our department: hard work, dedication, teamwork, and integrity. Each honoree has left a mark on their teams, on our campus, and on the legacy of Pace Athletics. And what a legacy it is. Today, we honor the only football player in program history ever to rush for 3,000 career yards. A Northeast 10 goalkeeper of the year with the most career shutouts in school history. A scholar All-American swimmer who was the first in program history to qualify for the NCAAs. A COSIDA All-American and Met basketball player of the year. And not one, but we have 2 All-American lacrosse players who rank among all-time statistical leaders here at Pace. We also recognize a remarkable alumni couple whose leadership and generosity have shaped our department and our institution. These are more than just athletic accomplishments. They are stories of character, perseverance, and pride in the blue and gold. As we celebrate their accomplishments, we look ahead to the future of Pace Athletics, a future made possible through the dedication of alumni, family, and friends like all of you here today. Remember, once a setter, always a setter. So let's celebrate this moment together. Congratulations once again to our newest Hall of Fame class honorees. Thank you to our past Hall of Famers and Finnerty Award recipients for paving the way. And thank you all for being here to honor them. Go Setters. Now I have the pleasure of introducing our MC, Tim McCaffrey.
Mark Brown, ladies and gentlemen. Well, it's going to be impossible to follow that, so let's just get into the festivities. Congratulations and welcome, everybody, to the 2025 Pace University Athletics Hall of Fame. Before we get to the inductees, why don't we take a moment to recognize a Pace Athletics Hall of Famer and a recent inductee into the Northeast 10 Conference Hall of Fame. From Pace's graduating class of 2000 and the Hall of Fame class of 2012, Marcus Mayes competed on the men's lacrosse team from 1996 to 1999 under, of course, legendary head coach and Pace Hall of Famer himself, Dan Mulholland. From the start, he was a key contributor to the setter's success, earning Knickerbocker all-conference honors as just a freshman. By his senior year in 1999, he had been named NE10 Player of the Year, ECAC Player of the Year, and USILA Midfielder of the Year, all while being a 2-time Division II All-American and 2-time Pace Athlete of the Year. At this very moment in time, he stands 6th as a setter with 184 career points, 8th in goals with 105, and 4th with 79 assists, helping his team to NE10 conference regular season and tournament championships. Overall, his impact on the field was undeniable. Congratulations, Marcus, on becoming the 4th member to represent the blue and gold in the NE10 Hall of Fame. For this special occasion, joining us will be the commissioner of the Northeast 10 Conference. It is my distinct honor to introduce Julie Rupert.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm really glad to be able to be here for this special event to honor a remarkable individual for his career as a student athlete at Pace and in the Northeast 10 Conference. It is truly one of the perks of the job when you get to celebrate. There's no wins and losses in play here today. Everyone's a winner and a champion, and it's truly a celebration. Just as a bit of background, our conference announces each annual class of recipients in June, and then I have the privilege of spending the subsequent academic year traveling around to participate in ceremonies just like this to honor each of the institution's recipients and inductees in a way that befits them and their time on campus. So it's truly a pleasure to be here today. Marcus Mayes was officially, as I just said, inducted in June as a member of the class of 2025. And Marcus does become the fourth individual in Pace history to be inducted into the NE10 Hall of Fame. He's the second player from Pace men's lacrosse to earn this honor, joining his former teammate Andy Wasik, who was inducted in the class of 2011. And Marcus's induction in men's lacrosse is just the seventh individual student athlete in the sport of men's lacrosse across our illustrious history that was most recently capped off by our 10th national championship in the sport of men's lacrosse this past May at Gillette Stadium. The NE10 Hall of Fame recognizes the best of the best, preserving the contributions and legacies of a very elite group of individuals and teams over our nearly 50 years of history. Marcus joins this group as a very deserving contributor, and as just 140 NE10 greats have been enshrined from among tens of thousands that have donned a uniform for an NE10 member institution. Marcus, as previously noted, was a key player for the Pace lacrosse team during the early days of the institution's tenure in the NE10, and as a two-time All-American, he helped Pace to its first NE10 championship during his final season in 1999, when he also became the NE10 Player of the Year. So, as it is my privilege to congratulate Marcus publicly and honor his induction with this distinguished honor and present him with his trophy today.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Marcus Mayes.
Thank you for coming today. I didn't realize it was such an amazing honor. Only 4 other people had been in from our school. Thank you again for coming. I'd like to thank Pace University for making me prepared and giving me the opportunity for basically everything I've ever done in my life. After leaving here, I went to New York Medical College, became a doctor, and now I practice in Greenwich. And then I went to Yale University after that for my residency. And then I've been in Greenwich here in Connecticut for the last, 15 years. So I want to thank my parents, thank all the coaches, Dan Mulholland, Coach Vitolo, Coach Jez, Coach Mariano, for giving me, the support that I needed to make it all these tough years. I'd like to thank my parents, who they can't be here today. My dad's at Sloan Kettering with pancreatic cancer, so it's a tough time in my life right now. So this award was very, very nice. Came at a nice time. So I'd like to dedicate the award to my dad, and hopefully he gets a couple more years. So thank you very much. Thank you for coming, everybody.
Dr. Marcus Mayes, everybody. Catch you, they don't work. Our first inductee is a 2019 graduate of our football program. Congratulations to Jalen Bienemy.
First of all, thanks everyone for being here. You know, support means everything for everyone and their families. Yesterday, I was able to see a lot of guys, probably 20 to 30 of my former teammates, guys who were like brothers to me. Right now, it's a little bit of a bittersweet moment for me. About 2 years ago, I lost one of them, Austin Stefano. So I just want to take 10 seconds right now. I'm sure everyone has somebody that you miss, somebody that you wish was still here. So I'm going to take 10 seconds to think about him and think about who you need to. Thank you. I want to thank, obviously, Pace Athletics, making this all possible, giving me a great experience over the years. I want to thank Mark Brown directly, something that we haven't spoke on, something I haven't really told anybody, but you did me a favor that's between me and you. Thank you. I want to thank my family, of course, my grandparents, driving to see me play, I mean, ever since I was a kid, always coming to my games means the world to me. Um, play with a ton of great teammates. You know, these individual numbers don't really matter. I played on the best teams at wherever here at Pace. Played on two of the best teams, so that's really what matters the most to me. So just thankful for those teammates and those guys that I had with me. Um, Obviously, you overcome obstacles. You know, in this process, everyone did. Every athlete does. Everyone gets hurt. Everyone's got problems. You know, it happens. Um, I had broke both my feet, both broke my shoulders, nerve damage in the neck, all that. Didn't really matter. Hate to sound like this, but no matter what, I was going to be standing here. But at the end of the day, that doesn't have anything to do with me. I was molded by my father. My father's the reason why I'm standing here right now. Ever since I was a kid, he instilled this in me. So it was as simple as just following what my father told me to do, and that's why I'm here. So I'd like to accept this award on behalf of my father. Thank you.
Jalen Bienemy and Dad. Dad, stand up, take a bow by yourself. We all know it takes a village. One year before, Jalen, you graduated. Our next Hall of Fame inductee graduated from the men's lacrosse program, and that's Liam Brennan.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. First, I want to congratulate all the other inductees. It's truly special to be recognized alongside some of the PACE greats. So please give yourselves a quick round of applause there. My PACE experience included 4 of the best years of my life. I met lifelong brothers, I learned invaluable lessons, and I built memories which shape who I am today. The things I learned here about hard work, teamwork, and resiliency go well beyond athletics. I want to thank everybody who made this possible. Coach Mariano, Coach Cornetta, late Coach Mully, Mark Brown, Drew Brown, my teammates, my mom, my dad, my brothers, and everyone who believed in me along the way. None of this happens without your support, guidance, and belief. This recognition isn't just about what I accomplished. It's about the people who pushed me, challenged me, and stood by my side through every high and low. I'm proud of what we were able to build together here. I'm grateful to have been part of something bigger than myself. Looking back, I didn't get here because I was the most talented. I got here because I showed up, I worked hard, I listened, and never stopped trying to get better. If there's one message I hope others take from my journey, it's that greatness isn't in one moment. It's a lifetime of passion and effort into what you love. The future of PACE lacrosse is in great hands and continues to strive for greatness. I'm very thankful for the footprint I was able to leave on its history. Thank you again for this incredible honor. It truly means the world to me. Go Dogs.
Liam Brennan. What a week to be inducted for women's soccer. Our next inductee, if she's been paying attention, has witnessed the women's soccer team shut out both opponents this week en route to 2 great victories. Let's honor Jocelyn Greco.
So much, everyone, for being here. I appreciate it. This is an incredible honor. And congratulations to the rest of the inductees. It is such an honor to be inducted this year with all of you. I also want to start by thanking the Hall of Fame Selection Committee and Mike Wynn. Thank you so much for your sponsorship and your support throughout my soccer career. Being back here on campus is truly special. We've had the opportunity, my family and I, just to experience campus life and watch all the games over the last couple of days, and it's changed and transformed since the last time I've been here, so it's been great to see how vibrant the campus is. I want to start by sharing a quick story that has a lot of meaning to me about my experience in growing up and being an athlete. And I think many of us athletes in the room and coaches will resonate very with this story as well. So a long time ago, there were two lumberjacks, and every day they would go out to the forest to cut down a certain amount of. And by lunchtime, the lumberjacks would cut down the same amount of trees. After lunch, the second lumberjack cut down double the amount of trees that the first lumberjack did. And the first lumberjack was like, how is this happening? How is this possible? So the first lumberjack went to the second lumberjack and said, what's your secret? How are you doing this? And the second lumberjack said, while you were eating lunch, I was sharpening my axe. So this story has a lot of meaning to me. The moral, what it teaches us is that iron sharpens iron. And for me, my coaches, our training staff at Pace, my teammates that are here, I appreciate you as well, made me a stronger, smarter player. And my parents who are here, who came to every single game, my friends who are here as well, you guys picked me up emotionally when there were rough times, and you helped me get through it. And all of this is to say that all of you played a role in helping me become sharper, work harder, think differently. And I appreciate all of you, and I'm incredibly grateful because I wouldn't be here with this honor without all of you. So with all of this being said, and while I have the opportunity to receive this honor, again with all of the other inductees, thank you so much for sharpening me and making me better. And to my boys that are here, I know that you weren't here while I did all of this, but you make me a sharper mommy, you make me a sharper wife every single day. So thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, with that being said, Jocelyn Greco, everybody, said that she was sharpening iron while we were eating brunch. So tables 1 through 6 is going to go to brunch, and she's going to go sharpen some iron. And we'll let you know when the next tables can go. How about a nice round of applause for Jocelyn Greco, everybody? And tables 1 through 6, more than welcome to be the first to indulge. If you haven't grabbed any food, I have just been informed that your turn is now. All right, everybody, we're going to restart the ceremony in just a couple of minutes. You could make your way back to your seats. We would greatly appreciate it. If everybody could take his or her seat, we will begin the second half of our festivities. Welcome back to the 2025 Pace University Hall of Fame Athletics Induction Ceremony. It is a rare occasion to present the Peter X. Finity Leadership Award. In fact, it's only been bestowed upon 10 other individuals. Peter X. Finity, former Director of Athletics, Director of Alumni Relations, athlete, professor, coach, and inductee of the Pace University Hall of Fame, established the Athletics and Recreation Program at Pace in 1947. Mr. Finity served the university and its students for over 40 years. He personified the value of discipline and hard work, and in keeping with the university motto, Oportunitas, committed to helping students realize their potential. The Peter X. Finity Award is presented to a member of the Pace University athletics community for outstanding leadership and service to the university and the society as a whole. The individual selected shall exemplify those characteristics for which Peter Finity was best known: hard work, a spirit of competition, and the ability to serve and lead with integrity, all while inspiring others to do the same. This year's honorees, Jerry McAuliffe and Brenda McAuliffe, have served as great contributors to students and the Pace Athletics Department for decades. Jerry was a member of the Pace football team from 1982 to 1985. Both he and Brenda earned their bachelor's and master's degrees from Pace University before beginning successful professional careers. Jerry began his in accounting and finance and later became an educator, most recently serving as an adjunct accounting professor at Wentworth Institute of Technology, where he also assisted with the men's basketball program. You got that, Matt Healing? Brenda joined the accounting firm of Ernst & Young immediately after graduation in 1988 and has been a partner with the firm since 2001. The couple has remained closely connected to PACE and the athletics department over the years and has always been committed to philanthropic efforts. In 2006, they established the Brenda and Jerry McAuliffe Endowed Scholarship for accounting students who demonstrate financial need and are participating in athletics at PACE. Brenda is a member of the PACE University President's Council, while Jerry has served as an active member of PACE Athletics Alumni Board, providing special initiatives of leadership for the department on alumni engagement and fundraising to enhance the experience for PACE student athletes. Jerry and Brenda continue to provide dedicated support to PACE and are at numerous alumni events. The couple has also been leaders during university giving days, such as Giving Tuesday and the 1906 Challenge, making matching gift challenges, inspiring others to provide financial support to PACE Athletics and the football program. Ladies and gentlemen, it is this honor of mine to introduce true leaders here at PACE University, Jerry McAuliffe and Brenda McAdam McAuliffe.
Well, thank you. Thanks for being here. On behalf of my wife, Brenda, and I wanted to share how happy we are to be here today. And I want to begin with congratulating the Hall of Fame class of 2025. You read through the pamphlet and the accomplishments that happen on courts and fields at Pace University, and quite impressive. We are incredibly thankful for what Pace University has provided for us. You know, the Pace's motto is the Latin word for opportunities. Beginning in the fall of 1982, I began a 4-year opportunity to play a sport I loved with some special teammates who I still have close relationships with today. I'd like to point out 3 of my teammates are here today: Mike Kessel, Brian Pierman, and Hall of Famer George Pinkham. We met in the first day of practice 43 years ago. It's hard to believe. I had the opportunity to make many dear friends here at Pace. Some of my old roommates here, Dan Feeney, Dan Reale, and Ken King, are with us today. And Dan Feeney, Dan Reale, Ken King, and Mike Casella all met special women here at Pace. Amy Frederick Feeney, Linda Carter Casella, and Libby Falcone King, also a Hall of Famer. We all met here in the school, and 4 Pace couples, and I'm happy to report that between the 4 couples, we have 145 years of marriage. Brenda and I met in March of 1985. It happened where many great long-term relationships start, at Foley's down the street. I was working checking IDs in the doorway and bartending. A girl named Amy Frederick at the time, now Amy Feeney, told me that there was a really smart, pretty girl in her accounting class, and she was right on both points. So she introduced us. Brenda and I are first-generation college students. Our parents worked hard, but didn't receive the opportunity to attend college after completing high school. Brenda's parents had 4 children at a very young age. My father emigrated from Ireland on his 21st birthday, and he completed about 10 years of education in Ireland before becoming an apprentice in a mechanical trade. So we were the first of our families to come to college. The accounting education we received here was truly outstanding. The combination of classroom experiences and summer interns really set us up to begin careers with major accounting firms upon graduation. Brenda and I both received some form of scholarship when we were here. And because of her high school accomplishments, she had a free education when it came to tuition. They offered me a little less than that. So we always felt that some alumni before us helped those scholarships happen. We just find ourselves very fortunate that we can basically pay it forward, help some student out this year, next year, 10 years down the road. So we feel very fortunate to be able to pay it forward, and we are very confident that we will continue to support this university going forward. Thank you.
Jerry McAuliffe. And of course, Brenda McAdam McAuliffe. It's time for our next Hall of Fame inductee. She's a 2022 graduate and a member of the PACE Women's Swimming Program. Introducing Annie Keppel-Palmer.
Hi, everyone. Firstly, I want to thank Pace Athletics and also congratulate all the other inductees today. This moment is super special for me. I don't think that freshman year me, walking into the Pace pool deck for the first time, ever imagined standing here today. Honestly, I just was hoping to make it through those 6 a.m. practices without tripping over my kickboard. So yeah, this is big. Being part of this team for 5 seasons was one of the best experiences of my life. There were the wins, the losses, the early mornings, and the freezing water. But what I remember the most are the people and the lessons. This team taught me resilience, discipline, and truly what it means to show up for each other. As an international student from the UK, coming here alone was very intimidating. I didn't have my family nearby, so my teammates became my family very quickly. They were there through every laugh, every setback, every late night team dinner that made this campus feel like home. To Coach Victor and Coach Alexis, because you'll always be my coach, thank you for believing in me. Thank you for pushing me when I needed it and for helping me grow into a stronger, more grounded version of myself. You taught me that progress doesn't always look perfect. Sometimes it just looks like showing up again and again and again. One moment on the team that I'll never ever forget is coming back from a concussion during my sophomore season, just before any tens. I was scared, out of shape, and honestly unsure if I still belonged. But with 3 weeks of practice, I was able to race again and luckily defend my 200 back title. And that experience changed me. It reminded me that strength isn't about perfection, it's about heart, perseverance, and community. But swimming was only part of my pace story. I wore a lot of hats here in student leadership, campus life, mentoring, probably too many to name and too many to ask if anyone knew about me. But each one gave me a new way to connect, to lead, and to give back to a place that gave me so much. Although my immediate family couldn't be here today, and I know they're watching on the live stream somewhere, my fiance and my friends, some of which are here today, have been my chosen family. They've supported me in ways that I'll never forget, and sharing this moment with them means the world to me. Standing here this afternoon, I think about the young girls, especially the Black girls, who might see this moment and realize that they belong in these spaces too. Whether it's in the pool, in the classroom, or in leadership, your presence really does matter. You belong here. Being inducted as a second pace swimmer, not only the second pace swimmer, but the second Black female swimmer in the Hall of Fame, this honor means more to me than I can express. It represents all of that, the people, the lessons, and the moments that shaped who I am today. I'm endlessly proud to be a pace setter, and it feels really, really good to be home. Thank you.
Annie Keppel Palmer. And hello to everybody watching in the UK. Hello. Our next Hall of Fame inductee is a men's basketball player, still is. His name is Peyton Weiner.
Sorry, guys. Drew was supposed to print out my speech. Come on, Drew. You're on a good event, but come on. Firstly, I'd like to begin by giving glory and thanks to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Through all my faults, he's shown me nothing but blessings, grace, and love. As Matthew 19:26 teaches us, with God, all things are possible. And this truth is ever more clear to me as I, traverse life and combat all the obstacles that I face. Some of you may have already heard, I did win my fair share of personal awards, the NE10 Scholarship Scholar Athlete of the Year, Met Player of the Year, and these awards actually come with speeches, but due to COVID, I was unable to give those speeches. I think Coach Healing thanks God every day that 22-year-old Peyton did not get to give those speeches. I'm sure it would have been close to an hour of me talking smack to opposing players and coaches. If I'm being completely honest, there's not a single one of those awards that's ever given me any sort of satisfaction. To be validated by strangers, to me, is the same as being invalidated by strangers. But for the first time, this is an award that truly means something to me and humbles me, because it comes from a place and a people that I care for and I truly know. I'd like to take some time to recognize some of the individuals that were indispensable in my time at Pace that I think it would be a crime to not recognize. Firstly, I'd like to thank my teammates for all the suicides you ran because of me. In seriousness, the players I played with and my teammates, we were less like a team and more like a brotherhood. We made countless memories together, we laughed together, we ate together, and we never had a beer before 21 together. I hope that we've set an example for future generations on how teammates can be family. I also want to thank my unbelievable administrative staff. Mark Brown, you've always been a trusted source of counsel for me throughout my career. Your intentional presence and support through my career never went unappreciated or unnoticed. You're doing a fantastic job with Pace Athletics, and you are a key driver in why the culture has rapidly matured. And I know all athletes are appreciative of what you've done with the program, and I look forward to seeing all the news articles and watching and reading as Pace programs continue to win at a high level. Coach Healing. To this day, I don't know if I'm going to go down as your favorite player to coach or the most obnoxious. If I can give you guys some insight at what the typical relationship was like, post-game, I would walk into Coach's office and say, hey, what are you thinking coming out of tonight? And he'd say something like, I got some thoughts, going to watch some film with the other coaches, and we're going to tackle it in practice in a couple days. And I'd finish with something like, yeah, I think I need to get the ball more. But just as you watched me mature, Coach, I've watched you mature. For being a first-time head coach, adopting a program, picked unanimously last place in preseason NE10 polls, to working tirelessly to transform Pace basketball into a program that wins and produces winners. To talk about the evolution of Pace basketball in the last decade and not mention Coach Healing's individual impact would be nothing short of madness. Coach, I love you, and I'm extremely grateful for all of our time together. Thank you for always checking in on me, even after college, and I appreciate all the times you pushed me to be better and appreciate the infinite green light you gave me to shoot the ball. The rest of my coaches, Coach Regathi, Merck, Regathi, Johnston, and Dens, you guys are the gorilla glue. The support and counsel that we had with you guys was invaluable. Assistant coaches don't always get the flowers that they deserve, but I've always been impressed by your level of patience and grace that you've had with us. At the end of the day, you taught a group of individual young men to be young adults, and I will always be grateful for that. And as a last note, Merck, this award definitely validates that I'm a better hooper. I'd like to lastly thank my family. I've been playing basketball for almost 2 decades, and I know that there were some personal sacrifices so that I'd be able to do that. My late father was my hero, and I know today he's smiling down as we both get to reminisce on some of my best moments on the court. Mom, thank you for all your love and support you've shown me. I hope that any success I have in my life is validation that you've done a pretty darn good job as my mom. She deserves a round of applause. I love you. And Taylor, my sister, you didn't miss a single home game after Dad passed. For a 19-year-old internally struggling, you filled shoes that I can't imagine anyone filling. You stepped into a role that you didn't sign up for, And I know I'll never be able to express into words or repay you for what you mean to me or what you've done for me. But just know I'll always try to do right by you. Thank you all for being a part of my journey as a pace setter. Thank you for this immense honor to be a Pace Hall of Famer. I hope I can reciprocate the love that you've shown me, and thank you, and God bless Pace. Where are my dogs at?
Peyton Weiner. As we've listened to every inductee today, I think Peyton summed it up really well, that everybody's got people that have helped them along the journey, whether it's family or people here at Pace, the administration, the support staff. Everybody's so welcoming and kind. As we wrap things up, I want to give a little bit of touch of recognition to two people that never get recognized. As a former sports information director, Ron Hefner, Allison Macker, and the Director of Media Relations Department, they put these videos together. They do all of this. Try to make me sound somewhat intelligent. Thank you, guys. So as we wrap things up, one more round of applause for all of our inductees and honorees today. We thank everybody in attendance for their continued support of Pace University and the athletics program. We truly hope that you enjoyed today's ceremony and festivities and continue to support Pace Athletics and the Hall of Fame in years to come. Before you leave, we ask all honorees and previous Hall of Fame inductees to please meet in front of the room, little picture day stuff perhaps, and to say hello to the newest inductees into the Pace Hall of Fame. Thank everybody for your attendance today. And as you get home, please do so safely. Have a great rest of your weekend of homecoming. All past and present Hall of Famers, meaning I guess the ones this year, everybody come on up. If you've been inducted into the Pace Hall of Fame or you're honored today. Thank you so much.